Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Legacy Politics. I sincerely apologize for not getting a video to you in some time now. I've been busy. We've been busy with a bunch of speech and debate tournaments. We've been busy with moving back into our house from a remodel. Just been severely busy. But I wanted to get a video out to y'all this week and probably another one next week for sure. I really do apologize once again for the lack of videos over the past couple of weeks. But we're here now. We're going to be talking about this debate that's going around in Republican debates right now, and that's the question of who would be a better 2024 candidate. Would that be Ron DeSantis, who's pictured here on the right, or would that be Donald Trump, who's pictured here on the left? And I think we have to look at it in three separate ways. I think we have to first ask, what is the question? What are the questions are we asking? Are we asking who would be the better candidate, or are we asking who would be the more electable? And I want to answer that question at the end. But second, I want to also talk about if one of these people run, then the race is over. Nobody's going to challenge him in a primary. And then thirdly, we'll answer that question. If we're asking ourselves who is the better candidate or who is the more electable. But first, I want to plug my social media, my Twitter at Legacy Politics. You can find it on Twitter at Legacy Politics. Please follow me. We get some good stuff here. I'm going to use some of these polls that come out yesterday by these people I follow. And then second, Legacy Politics on Instagram as well. You can just search me, Legacy_Politics. And the posts mainly are about the videos that came out, but I do post on my story about various stuff. But let's get into that first question. What is the question we're asking here? Are we asking specifically about Donald Trump, or are we asking specifically about Ron DeSantis? Who would be the better candidate? Or are we asking who would be more electable? When we look at Donald Trump, what he did in 2016, how he upset Hillary Clinton here, he took he took Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. He took Ohio and just surprised everybody by taking these states. And then we look in 2020 and how it flipped right back Democrat. Not by a lot of votes, obviously, but it was flipped back Democrat. But he did widen his margin in Florida. So we're looking at who is the more electable, right? After 4 years of Donald Trump, America said they don't want him as president anymore. And you can say a bunch of these stuff about maybe how the election was stolen, maybe how it was rigged and all this good stuff. But the fact of the matter is that right now we're saying 81 million votes to Joe Biden, 74 million votes to Donald Trump. After 4 years of a Trump presidency, people did not want him in office anymore. And even in Georgia, which he won, President Trump won by almost 5 points in 2016, flipped the other way to Joe Biden's column. He only won it by 12,000 votes, but this is the reality we're living in. Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. So we're asking ourselves, is Donald Trump going to be the best Republican candidate in 4 years from now? Is he going to be the best person to take back the White House? I think that's a question we have to ask. Let's look at the governor race in Florida when Ron DeSantis did run before the American people. And he won Florida in an upset victory over Andrew Gillum in Florida. He got around 4 million votes in Florida in 2018. How much did Trump get in 2016? 4,617,000. Trump outperformed Ron DeSantis by over 600,000 votes just 2 years before. Now, obviously, you can make an argument saying that Ron DeSantis was running for president. Not a lot of people are going to vote on governor as much as they would president, and I would agree with you there. So the question is whether or not, once again, this question is, are we asking ourselves who the better candidate is, or who should be the more electable? And I think we have to ask ourselves first, who's the better candidate? So let's move on to that second question. Who's the better candidate? Well, I would like to contend that if Donald Trump ran in 2024 as a Republican, he would not be challenged in the primary. He would win the primary pretty handily. This is by Ready to Eagle Politics, and he actually has a YouTube channel on YouTube. And he said, who do you prefer as the GOP nominee in 2024? And pretty close race here, but 5% more of the 4,000 people that voted said that they wanted Donald Trump to run in 2024. Ron DeSantis did get a good bit, but Donald Trump got the majority. And I think that if Donald Trump ran for office in 2024, he would not be challenged by Ron DeSantis. So the question is, would Ron DeSantis or would Donald Trump move out of Florida so he could have Ron DeSantis as the vice president? I don't know the answer to that. Now, this was a poll I did on my Instagram, and we had actually 228 to 187 for DeSantis to run in 2024. People asking that DeSantis would be the person they would want to run. And I think this flows into the argument. Who is the more electable? Is it Trump or DeSantis? I would argue that the more electable candidate would be Ron DeSantis, mainly because people have been hearing all this bad stuff about Trump, regardless of whether it is true or not. They hear this every single day. And now that they're going to have 4 years of not really all that stuff about Trump, Trump will still be in the aftermath of it, but people will be like, man, Trump's back on the ballot. I don't want to hear that for the next 4 years of my life. But if you have Ron DeSantis, I think he would be the more electable candidate. And I hate to say that because I love Donald Trump. I think he's done an amazing job for our country in the 4 years he was in office. But I think he would be better suited to not run in 2024. However, I would contend that Donald Trump is the better candidate of the two. He's the titan. He's the person who fights for the American people every day. I'll never forget that quote when he said in the 2016 convention, he said, those who don't have a voice, I am your voice. It's one of the most impactful statements in the 2016 race for office. So he is the better candidate, but I think that Ron DeSantis would be the more electable. And we'll see, right? We'll see in Florida in 2022 when the midterms come out. Let's see what Ron DeSantis does there in Florida for the governor's race, and we'll see what happens. I think that race will decide a lot. We may know in 2022 whether or not Trump is going to run or not, as we'll get close to those Republican debates. But we do know, I would contend that my opinion is that Ron DeSantis would be the more electable, but Donald Trump would be the better candidate. So guys, that's what I think. Ron DeSantis versus Donald Trump. I think you got to go with Ron DeSantis here. So thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, please follow my Twitter account at Legacy Politics and my Instagram account at Legacy Politics as well. I apologize for the lack of videos. I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much.